The world is ran by select few. They trying to brand
Obama, and if he wanted help, I'd give him help because I'm a really good builder and I build on time, on budget. He's building his library in Chicago. It's a disaster. And he said something to the effect, I only want DEI, I only want woke. He wants woke people to build it. Well, he got woke people and they have massive cost overruns. A job is stopped. I don't know, it's a disaster. And I don't like that happening because I think it's bad for the presidency that a thing like that should happen. He's got a library that's a disaster. And he wanted to be very politically correct, and he didn't use good, hard, tough, mean construction workers that I love, Marco. I love those construction workers. But he didn't want construction workers. He wanted people that never did it before, and he's got a disaster in his hands. Like millions of dollars, many millions of dollars over budget. And I would love to help him with it, or somebody else. I could recommend professionals, but it was not built. When are you going to sign deals? We don't have to sign deals. We could sign 25 deals right now, Howard, if we wanted. We don't have to sign deals. They have to sign deals with us. They want a piece of our market. We don't want a piece of their market. We don't care about their market. So we're going to put down some numbers, and we're going to say our country is open for business, and they're going to come in, and they're going to pay for the privilege of being able to shop in the United States of America. It's very simple. It's very simple. So I wish they'd keep, stop asking, how many deals are you signing this week? Because one day we'll come and we'll give you 100 deals. And they don't have to sign. All they have to do is say, oh, we'll start sending our ships right now to pick up whatever we want or to bring whatever we want. It's very, very simple. And I think my people haven't made it clear that we will sign some deals, but much bigger than that is we're going to put down the price that people are going to have to pay to shop in the United States. Think of us as a super luxury store, a store that has the goods. You're going to come and you're going to pay a price, and we're going to give you a very good price. We're going to make very good deals, and in some cases we'll adjust. But that's where it is. And we've been ripped off by everybody for 50 years. And we're just not going to do that anymore. We can't do that. And we can't let any country do that to us. We're just not going to do it anymore.
Grand Rising, everybody. This is Dice Game G. We coming back here on the Vicious News. We got breaking news. COG, underground cities. This has been a major new revelation concerning the deep state construction of 221 trillion of secret underground cities revealed.
This is crazy. A former Bush official claims that the United States spent $21 trillion building a secret underground city. Her name is Catherine Austin Fitts, and she formerly served as Bush's Assistant Secretary of Housing and Urban Development. He says that the United States government built this in secret in case of a near-extinction event for the rich and powerful. She claims that this isn't just some underground tunnel, but that this is a massive underground city across the United States with over 170 bases. She even says some are under the ocean and that they are all connected with transportation. She started researching this in 2020 and says that on her website, missingmoney.com. You can go and look at the actual government financials and make a decision whether or not this is true for yourself. Now, there have been theories about this for decades. So are we finally getting the proof? As always, let me know what you think about all of this. If you are interested, please bookmark this page and I will keep you updated so that you receive the first news.
Missingmoney.solera.com. We have years and years of documentation, including the government financials that show this. And so the question is, where's all this money going? And one of the things I've looked at in the process of looking at where all this money is going is the underground base and city infrastructure and transportation system that's been built. And
I'm sorry?
Yes. So we have built an extraordinary number of underground bases and supposedly transportation systems. Some of these are a record of, some of these are documented as part of the national security infrastructure. I think there are many more. So,
in the United States?
In the United States, and all over the world.
All the conspiracy theories we thought was real is real. So now the Bush official was saying that the United States built a $21 trillion underground city. You heard what I just said? An underground city, a $21 trillion underground city. And this underground city is not made for you. And it's equipped with everything, transportation, living arrangements, and they don't have no plans for you to be down there. So this city is basically a if shit goes wrong city. If shit goes wrong here, they're getting the hell out of here and they going there. The rich, the elite, the politicians, etc. Oh, and you think I'm lying?
And this is breaking exclusive, learning why Mark Zuckerberg recently confessed to build a giant underground doomsday bunker in Hawaii and how it connected to the $21 trillion spent to build underground network city. We already know Mark Zuckerberg about the spot. Like I said, man, we know he's an android. He's something like Data from Star Trek. I'm just saying, he'll like Spock, but these people been doing this underground thing for a long time, and they've been telling us, and like I said, the conspiracy theorists, they want to call us conspiracy theorists. We was right. Like I said, all this stuff was in our face, all the time. And like I said, a lot of people want to deny this. Now it's out. Now, that woman that just spoke out, I've been hearing about her for years. I heard about her, years ago. You know what I'm saying? Talking about this. You know what I mean? So now, why the population just now hearing this? Because this been out for a while now. So I'm saying. So, you know what I'm saying? Make sure you do your research. And President Trump announces major UK trade deal as tariffs agenda continues, bringing nations to the negotiating table. President Trump is set to hold an Oval Office press conference detailing a deal made with the UK Prime Minister Keir Starmer, who has reportedly made concessions on American food agriculture in exchange for the U.S. lowering recent tariffs on British vehicle exports. And POTUS wrote on Truth Social Thursday, the agreement with the UK is a full of compensation, ones that will commit the relationship between the US and the UK for many years to come, because our long-time history of allegiance together is a great honor of the UK as our first announcement. Many other deals with is in serious stage of negotiation to follow.
Prime Minister Starmer and his very talented team for their outstanding work and partnership. Today's agreement with the UK is the first in a series of agreements on trade that my administration has been negotiating over the past 4 weeks. With this deal, the UK joins the United States in affirming that reciprocity and fairness is an essential and vital principle of international trade. The deal includes billions of dollars of increased market access for American exports, especially in agriculture, dramatically increasing access for American beef, ethanol, and virtually all of the products produced by our great farmers. And our Secretary, as you know, of Agriculture is here. Thank you very much for being here. You'll let the farmers know. In addition, the UK will eliminate numerous non-tariff barriers that unfairly discriminated against American products, but this is now turning out, I think, really to be a great deal for both countries, because it'll be really great for the UK also. So they're opening up the country. Their country is a little closed, and we appreciate that. They'll also be fast-tracking American goods through their customs process, so our exports go to a very, very quick form of approval, and there won't be any red tape. Things are going to move very quickly both ways. The final details are being written up in the coming weeks. We'll have it all very conclusive, but the actual deal is a very conclusive one. We think just about everything's been approved. So good for both countries.
We are the largest client of the United States in the totality of all of this. We are the largest client of the United States. We have a tremendous auto sector between the two of us, and the changes that they 50% of a car that comes from Canada is American. That's not like anywhere else in the world. And to your question about is there one thing? No, this is a bigger discussion.
This is very friendly. This is not going to be like we had another little blow up with somebody else. That was a much different. This is a very friendly conversation. But we want to make our own cars. We don't really want cars from Canada. And we put tariffs on cars from Canada, and at a certain point, it won't make economic sense for Canada to build those cars. And we don't want steel from Canada because we're making our own steel, and we're having massive steel plants being built right now as we speak. We really don't want Canadian steel, and we don't want Canadian aluminum and various other things because we want to be able to do it.
And last but not least, breaking World War III alert. Nuclear war could break out at any time, warns of Pakistan defense chief, as the two major world powers, India and Pakistan, are now at
Tonight,
war.
India and Pakistan are trading blows in an alarming clash between the nuclear-armed nations that could spiral into a new open war. It escalated dramatically overnight, with India carrying out military strikes against at least 9 targets it described as terrorist infrastructure in Pakistani territory, and releasing these new images of the operation. India said it's a response to a terrorist attack last month that killed 26 tourists in the Indian-controlled part of Kashmir. India quickly blamed Pakistan for the attack.
It was deemed essential that the perpetrators and planners of the 22nd April attack be brought to justice.
But the Pakistani government denies involvement and says its civilians were killed by an unprovoked act of war by India. Pakistan claims to have shot down 5 Indian fighter jets while they were attacking. The core of the issue is, and has long been, the region of Kashmir, which is partitioned. Each side claims all of the disputed region for itself. Tonight, President Trump is calling for de-escalation.
I know both very well, and I want to see them work it out. I want to see them stop. And hopefully they can stop now. They've gone tit for tat, so hopefully they can stop now.
Pakistan's prime minister said tonight that India must suffer consequences and promised that Pakistan would take, quote, corresponding action. Lester?
Richard Engel, thank you.